folks. Once again, it's Friday night and it's time for chaos. We're back. We just ate a lot of cheese.
Don't tell people that.
I want them to know. I want them to be part of our lives.
Don't jolt me when I'm full of charcuterie.
So we've got a full house this week. You know, it's a big occurrence. We don't normally have our guests from the other side of the country here. And so we've got a full staff back here. And of course, our director of marketing, Brian McDermott, comes in from Philly, which is just a real pain in the ass drive. And on top of it, he brings one of his world famous charcuterie boards. And we didn't know this was happening. We were like, we get up, we go back there. I mean, there's a spread.
Yeah.
A spread and a half.
It looked like Alec Baldwin
What a spread.
was going to be back there to eat.
Yeah, exactly.
Not us. Why Alec Baldwin?
I thought you were making a really weird gunshot reference. I was like, that's
It just felt like it was reserved for this can't be for us.
Yeah.
This must be for Alec Baldwin.
right. He's earned it.
But now I just feel a little cheese drunk. I feel a little cheese drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a brie, there was a rosemary something situation.
Oh my gosh. The mozzarella that was in the.
I forgot about the mozzarella.
So good.
Mozzarella,
Tomatoes.
tomatoes.
The
I had so
mozzarella.
many mozzarella balls.
Yeah.
So many balls. Oh, God.
Anyway,
mozzarella.
we ate that, then we got sandwiches.
Right. Then we were like, you want to go out and get a
Like-
sandwich?
Oh, and I
get
was
more
like,
food.
I can't possibly fit a sandwich. I'll go to Fittrition. And so I walk up there and I get a shake that's like a matcha chip cocoa nib protein shake. And
50 grams of protein.
I didn't need more dairy, is what I realized. Like I was like, I'll be healthy. And now I'm just like, I'm so full of milk.
Yeah,
And I don't think I like matcha.
that's right. Before you sit down and record, folks, it's important to
Yeah.
just drink a tall glass of warm eggnog.
I'm going to make Troy do some jumping jacks,
Oh.
shake up his stomach.
But for real, I just went back there to that amazing charcuterie board.
Yeah.
And just had myself, big handful of prosciutto, basically a whole baguette's worth at those points. And then was like,
Those points.
do I want a 12-inch tuner sub? Yes, I'll also have that.
You can't get a good sandwich in LA. So
It's impossible.
Yeah, there's no place.
I also added another beverage into my pile of beverages.
you got a lot of beverages going on over
I
there.
do. I need a variety.
That's good.
Number 4 for the day.
You were right when you jumped back there. You were like, you got that lemon dill hummus, and you went after it. I'm still tasting it on my tongue. It was so fucking good.
Did one charcuterie board for us during Gatewalkers one time. He did the spread and he brought that lemon dill. It's Ithaca is the brand.
Yeah,
You
it's
knew
a
the
good,
brand.
Yeah, it's a good brand.
And it's this lemon dill hummus that is just chef's kiss. It's so good. So good.
Yeah, it's good for the vocal cords.
It's good for the energy levels and the general breath.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This is why you got to be in the same room. So
Yeah, you could smell that dill on a man's breath.
you can't get visceral like this when you're in the
I have
nothing
no
worse
idea
than a
what you guys have
remote
eaten when
charcuterie
we're
board.
online.
Yeah. A charcuterie board remotely is only one person gets to enjoy it.
Right.
Yeah, unless you kind of coordinate it somehow.
And now we get to sit in a room together with our hot breath talking for 3 hours.
Hot dill breath.
I'll breathe on you before I fall asleep on you.
How's New York treating you? Have you spent any extended time here?
I've been here. My dad is from Brooklyn.
Okay.
So that means nothing. 'Cause I barely went there. But no, I've been out here a handful of times, work stuff, fun stuff. Yeah. But like Ross was saying off air, I have never really spent a lot of time in Queens or Astoria. Do you say, do people say Astoria just to be fancy so they don't have to say Queens?
No, because Queens is huge. Astoria is just
Queens,
like...
Astoria just helps like
It's a city
narrow
within a
down
city.
Got it. Okay. It's like saying like Williamsburg as opposed to Brooklyn.
Yes.
You're like narrowing down the part of the
neighborhood.
borough
When
that
you
you're
send
hanging
someone a letter, it's very long of the things. Astoria, Queens, New York. And
Got it. Okay.
You got Jamaica, Queens. You got Astoria, Queens, Elmhurst, Woodside, different little neighborhoods.
Mm-hmm.
And you like it here. You like it here?
Yeah.
You never
I
want
went
to
to
live
Manhattan yesterday. I walked through Central Park.
You did?
Cool. Did the whole thing. Yeah.
Play Frisbee with a random local?
I did. Yeah. I did see a man. I told Ross this. We were walking. It was perfectly New York, where I watched a man, as I was talking to my buddy, in the background just reveal himself in full Elizabethan attire as he was on a park bench and like unzipping what was like a classical, like a lute of some kind or whatever, and was about to start.
I thought you were going to say unzipping his fly and masturbating.
No, well, I was half expecting that. But then part of
Classic New York.
Which would also be classic New York.
and Rob didn't even say hi to me.
I was like, I'll see him tomorrow. This is what he always does.
Yeah.
But then this poor man's sheet music blew into a pond.
Oh.
So like as the camera being my point of view, traveled past me, was like, oh god damn it, fuck shit. So I was like waddling over. I was like, New York.
Not York. Not even alas.
I know. Zunes. My
Finally.
sheet music.
I finished my life's work. No, I need not make a second copy, for I shall go play it in the
To all of the centralized park.
There'll be time for copies.
Oh, that's
Oh
New
my
York,
God.
baby.
Now you are from here or lived here for a long time?
I grew up here, yeah.
Yeah. You
so
like coming back?
It is nice to be back.
Yeah.
I've never been to Astoria either, so this was very nice. Although, today was the first day I was out because I was such a nerd. Yesterday, I spent all day like studying for a
doing
final exam. I went over all of the handouts from what we're using. What is it? Foundry. I went through all of them again just to make sure I remembered everything, and which was really helpful because I made some dots in the
fresh
board. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot there, and you learn a lot, but there's so much else going on, it doesn't sink in. So it's good to go back. And
There's a reason why classic evidence boards are things that hang up where you can see everything.
Yeah.
Because like if they just put all clues in a drawer, you know what I mean? It's like when you keep seeing handouts over and over and then see them all together, you can start being like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
And that's always fun.
So no, I was a total nerd yesterday. So today was the first day being out and about, and this is a super cute neighborhood.
it is fun. Yeah.
Yeah. And this is a great location in this neighborhood. This is like one of the best. Because when we were looking for places, we were like, to be right on 30th Avenue would be amazing because there's so many great restaurants and bars and coffee shops and stuff right on this stretch.
Yeah,
When one charcuterie board doesn't cut it, you get to still go in.
Your little charcuterie board, really. That's the name of the neighborhood.
This is a little charcuterie
Charcuterie row.
Charcuterie way. And Ross, you went on a coffee tour yesterday.
Yes. This is also my first time in the charcuterie district of Astoria. It's lovely. While Nora was busily beavering away, learning everything that would be useful for our campaign, I was just strutting mindlessly around Queens, going from espresso to espresso. It was great. I found some wonderful little bakeries. Had a fantastic little blood orange pistachio scone.
Ooh.
You're on a pistachio kick.
I'm the pistachio kid, baby. I had a pistachio croissant this morning. Ooh,
Wow,
yeah.
you hoarding some Dubai chocolate in your little satchel over there?
I'll never tell. I had to do something because all my fucking sheet music blew away.
So you zipped up and went and got some
Drown
coffee.
my sorrows in pistachio.
Drowning in pistachio. Well, I'm so glad you guys are here, and I look forward to a few episodes from now where we actually get to hang out at nighttime, and then I figure out how to drive home. But in the meantime, stick right around. We'll be back, and now we're getting into it. Stay tuned. Oh, hey, welcome back. We're doing a show. I want to thank our sponsor, Chaosium, our good buddy, Brian Holland. He's so wonderful. He's such a great champion for everything we do. And we owe so much to him for going to the old Chaosium brass and tell him, you got to check out these glass cannon guys. But really, thank you to Chaosium. They make the best products in the biz. They got a lot. We play. You just finished a Pendragon run.
Yes.
That Nora was on a few months back.
Fantastic.
That was so much fun.
Oh, Pendragon, masterpiece.
Yeah.
Masterpiece.
You going to play some more, you think?
Oh, I think so.
Yeah.
I think it would be hard not to. Yeah. Especially with the way it ended and stuff. Man, So much drama.
Yeah, you'd get a kick out of Pendragons.
Probably.
Yeah.
But today we're going to play a little 1920s Call of Cthulhu. I got my calendar. I'm trying to use my handouts as much as possible. I got the 1925 calendar here. So there's February 17th, which actually was an eclipse in history. So I used that as the date to let you guys know there was a ticking clock. Remember you had about 2 weeks and you were like, what are we going to do with 2 weeks? Let's go to the countryside and look into ghoul taint.
Oh, yeah.
But now you got a 30-day journey. You spent a couple of weeks convalescing off air. Like before we started recording today, we were like, you know what? Let's get through all of this skill improvement, get some more sanity, sea voyage sanity while Joe just twiddled his thumbs. But did you guys either improve any skills or gain new skills?
I gained no new skills because I didn't roll well enough. And the skills I did improve, I'm a little better at driving an automobile now than I was before. I don't know how I learned that on a boat, but maybe this tiny go-kart
Just
track
reading a magazine about driving.
Exactly. Popular Mechanics issue number 1.
Or you ask the captain, why don't I take a spin at this? It's just like driving a car.
Yeah. Back then it probably was.
Yeah.
Like a Packard. And then, which maybe didn't exist. I'm not looking it up. Fuck it. That's Joe. You got to get used to this part where we don't look anything up.
Yeah.
Or Troy will want to, and then we'll yell at him to not look something up.
Yes.
Because who gives a shit?
Oh, especially period accuracy
yeah.
stuff. I despise looking it up.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
We don't do it.
Actually, the car alarm wasn't invented until 1927.
Chat will correct you.
Yeah.
Didn't you guys get corrected on like
Everything.
windshield wipers or something?
Yes.
It was something very mundane.
It might not have been Time for Chaos. It might have been another 1920s Call of Cthulhu
And also
we did. But it
something
was
about
like, they didn't have
pantyhose.
windshield wipers yet. That was just like, what the? How did they drive? Like,
And when you guys put pantyhose, you and Margot put pantyhose over your
Oh,
head,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
That's what it was.
they're like pantyhose on it.
Yeah, but I think even when we were playing, Ross is like, they're silk. And we're like, oh, right.
Yeah, I think at the time, I think
They had
y'all
silk
did that, and I
stockings.
was like looking it up, and yes, they didn't have like
Yeah.
nylons.
Yeah.
But they would have. You would be asphyxiating yourselves. And
I believe it was
You can
Margot's
breathe.
panties that you put over your
It
head.
was.
So that was kind of
R.I.P.
fun.
Yes, it was
Those
great.
panties.
I'm sure they made the
They're
trip.
beavered away.
Sure they made the beavered away. You just beavered those away in your suitcase.
You guys are sickos. Sickos and freaks, the lot of you.
Did you improve any skills?
I
Sarah?
did. So the new thing I upped a whole whopping 2 points in was Fayruz's charm, because we all know how good she is at flirting.
She's quite a charmer.
Yeah. So now I have a whole 17 points in charm.
Oh, okay.
But and the other things were like pretty much half and half. Fayruz did a lot of parkour on this ship.
It appears
Jumping
so.
from thing to thing to improve her dodge roll, which is now at 31.
Sweet.
Because I would like to move out of the way in one of these combats.
Right.
Of bullets.
Of bullets.
You tend to
instead
fight back
I
because
always
it makes
fight
more
back
sense.
because my stat is for that is so much higher.
It's a lot more dangerous, as you'll learn or probably remember from what little you've played. Dodge is safer because tie goes to the runner, but fight back.
You know what amazes me every time? I haven't played a lot of Call of Cthulhu, but I've played enough that every single time I get into it, whatever character I think of is always. This is one of the things I love about Call of Cthulhu. It's always, for me, non-combat oriented, right? It's always like a regular person. And I enjoy making that, and you make up the sheet. And for some reason, every single time when it comes to the horror at the end, I'm always like, I don't have any dodge. Like every time. It's just not something you invest in early, but you always need it. It's an important one to have.
Yeah, so this time I was like, I better get some. All I will say, my highest stat right now in the things that I improved is spot hidden, which is now at an 85.
Ooh,
85.
I'm going to see
amazing.
everything.
We need those papers.
Now, what's really cool about that is if you improve that again in the next development phase and get above 90, any skill you improve to beyond 90, you immediately get 2d6 sanity points to sort of show.
That's a cool roll.
Because you're like, it has to do with like self-perfection or something. Like because you perfected that skill, you get a sanity boost.
Wow.
And I don't think it's happened yet. I think, yet again, Margot was the closest to having that happen.
Yeah, I've never gotten that far in Cthulhu.
So So that'll be a fun little boost. No one could use it more than old Von Villiers.
I guess I should have pumped stuff into credit rating because that would have been the only way I could have gotten.
That would have been amazing. You've reached perfection in your credit rating.
That would boost anyone's
sanity. And I made some wise investments, but I think that to me sounds like cheating almost. Like
you're not
gaming the system.
Power game.
That's not my way. I did improve just one. I rolled so bad to improve these skills. But I did succeed in being able to add an additional skill. And so I figured on a long, we said like month-long sea voyage. Now Marion, it's come out, does speak a little bit of the local language of where we're going to. So in my head, I've maybe asked to borrow a book from him, from his
maybe we just talk.
Or we just talk. Maybe you tutor me. And
what else are you going to do?
What else are you going to do? So I think that I wanted to add language Chinese, and which encompasses the local dialects and kind of disparate language groups that would be.
Oh, is that how the rules work?
Yeah.
I spent different amounts on Shanghaiese versus Cantonese.
I think maybe what that means is because I added a skill of Chinese that what I'm getting is more a sort of like almost baby talk.
You can ask where the bathroom is.
Exactly. Super debased beginner that I might be able to convey a thought just slightly better than someone who has nothing.
Yeah.
And slightly better than nothing is exactly what I've got. I rolled to improve that skill and I could do it. And then I rolled to improve it and I got a 1. So I have 2 points of Chinese.
Oh, man. You're just getting started.
Conversation.
One of the harder languages to learn.
Yeah.
So there you go.
And I also get the sense that Vaughn is probably pretty distractible in these tutoring sessions and maybe not the
Vaughn, are you with me? He keeps.
Oh, yes, I was just staring out of the portal at the sea.
I was just thinking about my own resurrection.
What horrors lie beneath
the vast sea, yes.
I will say, though I don't participate in any of these yet, these roles. I just want to give you one glimpse because you were talking about charm. Charm is the single highest stat of Marion Wesley Walsh.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
So just so you're aware, if I'm not playing him quite right, he's extremely charming.
So we get you to
in his sort of foppishness.
What are you working with over there?
He has an 85 in
Holy
charm.
Shit.
Nice.
Yeah, 85 in charm. Very, very charming.
This is great.
What's your guys' highest? You said credit rating. What's your highest?
Stat of all of them?
Yeah.
Or stealth?
No, stealth is only 64. I improved that a little. Brawl is an 82.
Whoa. Awesome.
Wow, so you're getting close.
I'm getting close. And
you could do it with
then
one
charm,
improvement.
I thought I was the charmiest. I was a 76, but now I got fucking big dick charm over here. Which I think is also going to piss off Carter.
Yeah, Dick's charm. He
really
stepped
took
on
a
that
leap
boat
there.
and just dropped that charm dick right on you.
Quite the penis, Mary. And a fine, how do you do? Here's what it says in terms of communication.
Must have to throw some baggage overboard there.
Now we know it was in that suitcase. His underwear.
Regular Rasputin.
Oh my God.
It says, although at the time someone who spoke only Shanghaiese would be unable to understand either Mandarin or Cantonese and vice versa, this campaign takes the liberty of permitting a degree of comprehension between all three in order to smooth character interaction. Those wishing for a more historically accurate campaign may wish to dispense with this conceit. Be aware, however, that this could severely hamper any ongoing
No one will be able to
investigation.
talk to anyone. That sounds like a blast.
But what's nice about you speaking some Shanghaiese and Cantonese and Mandarin as well?
I just did spent points in Cantonese and
so
Shanghaiese.
Shanghaiese is different than Mandarin? I was assuming it was the same because you were saying Cantonese and then the other one, but that's...
Yeah,
I had nothing in Mandarin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Outside of the settlement, investigators must speak Shanghaiese or have interpreter guides. You may have noticed the thing called compradors on one of the things.
So I presume I operated under the assumption that he's gotten to know the language enough that he has a passing understanding of it, but I think that based on what you sent us about the setting, he would still benefit greatly from an interpreter if you're going out into the wider city.
Okay.
Yeah, you would need the services of a comprador. Also, if you're going to do any financial transactions, even if you spoke the language, it's kind of like you don't do it yourself. You hire someone to do that. So that's something you could do, but it really depends on where your investigation takes you.
I also think that, and Marion could even mention this on the ship as he's trying to help his shipmates, his companions here get up to speed on the culture there. What he knows of it is like that one of his advantages in learning the language and speaking the language is still using an interpreter and acting like he doesn't know the language, just because it sort of helps to kind of understand what other people are saying. But culturally, they don't like talking to you, even if you could speak the language. They want to speak to a comprador.
Okay.
Let's talk a little bit. Well, I just wanted to briefly mention anytime you succeeded a skill and you don't push or use luck, check it. And those are some of the skills you had a chance to boost here between sessions. You roll against it. If you fail, you add a D10. You also had the chance, and I don't think we did this for going from America to London, of improving 2 skills you've already improved or learning a new skill, and that's how you learned Chinese. So let's talk about a group luck roll here. First, let's do a luck improvement roll, and I'd like you to join as well. You want to fail against your luck score, and if
do you have a max luck possible? Because I mean that's kind of where I am right now, right?
You're at max
just rolled luck.
No, it can go beyond your. It can go beyond your max.
Okay.
Fucking kidding me.
This got
no, I succeeded.
My luck's at a 26, and I rolled a 5.
This is Nora. This is what she does.
This happened to me.
This is why everyone's still alive.
I said it too. I rolled a 20 under 32.
I rolled a 7 under 43.
Oh my God.
Rich get richer. All right, so you get a D10 in luck. Now,
No, none of us did.
None of us.
Oh, I'm sorry, you succeeded.
Yeah, we all succeeded.
I was like, what does this mean? What do you mean? Yeah, you didn't hear her. Right?
Yeah, I misheard you. Okay.
That's okay. This happens.
That was
a lot.
bad luck this time.
Let me ask you, who has the worst luck?
Mine's at a 26.
Mine is at a 43.
Yeah, I got 32.
Okay, so we're going to do a group luck roll now,
That
means you roll it.
I am sorry, guys.
You can do it.
Going to figure, does the boat
But this
sink?
time
Roll the same exact thing you just rolled.
A Leviathan comes from
this time I wanted
Today we're just going to roll up new characters.
and I rolled a fucking 98.
That's what you needed. Before.
That's
That's what I needed.
a fumble. That's a fumble. As your score is less than a 50, that's a fumble. Okay.
Well,
Registering that.
I will.
no.
This
There's an
card, this
iceberg
card
ahead.
does not. This was not for season, not for episode 2.
What is our episode 2 card?
Oh, okay. So
First tell me about strength.
okay, so this to nobody's shock is exactly what it means.
That was our last episode
this
card.
Was our This was for episode 1.
Mhm.
We were recovering and gaining strength, and so it is very straightforward. But other meanings are power, energy, action, courage, and magnanimity. But let's fucking find out this is not off to a great start. So let's see what the cards are for today.
You pulled new friend with long penis. Wonder what this could mean.
I pulled the penis card. What is this?
That's from a different deck. That's from that novelty deck.
That's from the novelty bachelorette party
I
deck.
got a tarot card at a bachelorette party. Okay, so
These cards are penis.
so somebody
Three of dicks.
tell me when somebody tell me when to
dicks.
When?
Three of dicks. All right. Top card or cut?
Top.
Oh. This is the 7 of Cups. I will not say what this is.
I've heard of the 7 of Cups.
Yeah, this sounds familiar.
7 sounds lucky. Isn't 7 lucky in Chinese?
Look it up.
I won't.
Yeah,
I'm not going to look up 7.
Don't look it up. I will for next time. We'll find out next time. But I'm not mad at it.
Okay.
This is interesting. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
not mad at it.
I don't think this relates, but in traditional Chinese culture, 7 represents the combination of yin, yang, and 5 elements. Lucky number 7.
Nice.
Metal, wood, water, earth, and fire.
Okay.
I studied I studied Chinese medicine, so we learned a lot of 5 element. It's really cool.
Ooh,
sweet.
7 of Cups. All right, China. You touched upon it, and I'd like actually you to talk a little bit more about it because I think you're much more versed in this than I am. But the sort of broad strokes, probably getting some of this incorrect. sort of look at what China's like, it really is a time of political upheaval and unrest. The dynastic system has ended, and as they're trying to form, a new government, everybody's fighting with each other. So you've got the communists, Chiang Kai-shek, all this stuff, and all these gangs. You mentioned it. I mean, you did a really good job of doing it in character.
There's another part that I didn't mention, and this is, bringing it back to Vaughn, who you told me was a war veteran of World War I, of the Great War, as we would call it, is like, this is a huge turning point for China at this time, because in 1919, Treaty of Versailles, the end of the Great War, China gets really shafted, it seems, in this exchange where in the Treaty of Versailles, America, France, Britain sort of just decide to give Japan all of Germany's territories in China at the time. And so the Chinese are irate, and this causes a real upheaval, a revolt of a kind in right around that time between 1919 and 1921 of the people saying, like, get all these foreign powers out of here. Like, we want them all out. And so you start to see more communist sympathy and stuff like that as people are trying to push back against anything that is like those Western cultures. And then also not just communism, but also the idea of recapturing traditional Chinese culture. And so, that is, one of the reasons that this unhappiness is one of the reasons that these crime syndicates and stuff like that, it seems, are able to get a foothold in government and the police forces, because the police forces are there's an international police force and there's a local police force. So there's police forces that are British, American, and French that are like policing by their own laws in these areas from their own countries. And they're all just taking payoffs. They're all taking payoffs from Chinese gangs who are all sort of buying their way into these systems. Also just insane. Maybe even, I don't know how Marion would even describe it, but like, as an American,
you're talking about extrality?
Yes.
Yeah, you can only be tried under the laws of your native country if they belong to one of these. So, like, if you commit a crime, even if you commit a crime in China,
if you committed a crime in Shanghai, like legally, you're allowed to immediately be tried under your own laws and not Chinese law. And none of the Chinese are able to benefit from this if they break the law within the concessions, they're called, which are like the territories that are
like Western held.
Yeah, Western held territories. Right. Not like militarily held, but just like
gifted or whatever.
Financially, politically held sort of areas on the outskirts of Shanghai. They're like, they operate two completely different law systems. So it's a pretty wild situation. And I think that
there are Americans and British living here like kings too right now.
There are like
little money, poor Chinese people struggling to survive right next to a concession where like Americans are living with like, not slaves, but basically like people have to do it. It's a crazy.
And there's like a whole chunk of the city that's like Western, like in terms of architecture and everything. I think is like Western influence. So they were calling it like the Paris of the East or whatever because of sort of the.
Yeah, they're beautiful buildings, beautiful architecture that has come up. Yeah. But this all started in the Industrial Revolution in the 1840s, 50s, and then in the late 1800s, you have England before that, getting Hong Kong, and then really in 1898 or something like that, getting that 99-year lease. Yeah. To operate all business in Hong Kong. And so Hong Kong then explodes in financial Freeport kind of stuff over the next 20, 30 years. But anyway, it's very interesting times.
At least it's not complicated at all. We can really just kind of work our way right through it.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting. London is pretty much characterized by the fog. Here it's a powder keg waiting to explode. And you've got all this other stuff going on as well. But you do have a couple of leads. And so just to remind you as you go into this, and, I don't know how much you're telling your new friend, if anything, really. That's something to think about as well.
Well, that is an interesting question, because you ended the last episode with like the skyline of Shanghai. Skyline.
Well, it was more like a metaphorical skyline, but
like getting close there, assuming, weeks had passed. Like, is that what happened? Because if so, I might want to talk about
Yeah, I'm gonna keep you on the boat. I'm not gonna say, all right, you're in Shanghai. What do you do? Like, I want to keep you on the boat so that we can figure out how much or how little you're going to get involved. So, what are you really doing here? But let's go over the leads again because it won't be long. You'll have a quick stop in Hong Kong, and then the next stop will be, Shanghai. You've got this matchbook now. This is a new thing that Jonah Kensington mentioned of a bar that maybe Jackson frequented while he was in Shanghai called the Stumbling Tiger Bar. Both in New York and London, you also found success like going to museums and libraries. Even the Scoop that you went to in London, like in terms of research opportunities, you could go to the Shanghai Museum. You could look for a good local paper to perhaps do some research and back articles. Things, just keep that in mind. And then, of course, you have the name Hofang Import-Export, to the Honorable Hofang you saw at one point. Apparently, this is a business on Kaoyang Street, which you saw on the crates you found in London. And then, just as we were mentioning before, although English is widely spoken in China at the time, if you needed to leave the city, you would most likely need to seek the services of a comprador. They could be guides. They could handle these transactions. But, maybe this guy, this new fella, can cover a lot of ground for you. So let's get back on the boat. And we'll say that you want to be arriving in Hong Kong for, a quick stop, or do you want to be leaving Hong Kong? Next stop, Hong Kong, says the captain.
Oh, good. Threw a can on a string.
Next stop, Hong Kong.
And the Stumbling Tiger Bar was in Shanghai.
Right.
Not Hong Kong.
Yes.
Yeah, everything. All the leads that we've got are local to Shanghai.
Why don't we have it us leaving?
How about we can just do it in character and say, Villiers, is this your stop? Are you just making your way to Hong Kong or going all the way through to Shanghai?
Going all the way, old man.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it.
Yes, indeed. I should be able to make myself at least a little bit understood, thanks to my tutelage under your watchful eye.
Yes, it's I'm happy to hear you're making the quest all the way through. Many of the Londoners, of course, disembark in Hong Kong and don't continue on to Shanghai. There aren't very many of us there, You'll be rather like me, a fish out of water.
Yes, well, I suppose we're rather used to it. And I think this is par for, I've been to Hong Kong before. I came through Nepal. I did some mountain climbing after the war.
Oh, really?
Yes. Came through Hong Kong, went down to British Honduras, went up to San Francisco for a little while, rode the train. This is all, of course, years and years ago.
And you were in the service in France?
Yes, so Walsh, I've never asked. Were you in France?
I was lucky enough to not go myself. I was a bit old at the time and was able to offer my services on the mainland. Much more aid-level stuff. I actually aided a colonel, so it was a little more than secretarial work, really. But I feel terrible for anyone who was sent over there. But you are lucky. We're lucky you survived.
Yes. Yes. Whether it was luck or the hand of Providence that moved to keep me alive, although it's rather difficult to think it a blessing. Had many a long night wondering why. Why? The entire flower of youth, an entire generation hewn down like wheat. One enormous house of murder, as far as I'm concerned.
Indeed. I was very lucky. A little too old for the trenches, and my son, a little too young to be drafted.
So. That is fortune indeed. Pray, I shall pray, that we are never called to such an account again.
I agree. I think that's part of what I try to embrace in my teachings, though focused as they may be on various forms of religion. I do try to get across to these young people how important it is to avoid this kind of conflict. As I've said before, Shanghai is a powder keg, ready to explode at any moment. And if they can reason their way through these things, hopefully they won't come to the point of killing each other.
Yes. Reason should be our viceroy. Reason is, and the conscience, perhaps. I believe the way the Almighty speaks into our souls. Although I cannot prophesy what shall become of us there. We are moving into very, very strange waters indeed, and if you call Shanghai a powder keg, I will say the squad and I are a rather sparky bunch.
Beiruz looks over to Carter. She's like, do you have any threes?
I don't even know what fucking game we're playing. Was this canasta? What is this?
Go Fish.
Go Fish.
Did they play Go Fish in 1920?
Oh, goldfish. I always thought it was goldfish.
How do you mean, Vaughn? What is your business in Shanghai, if you don't mind me asking, that could, get you into trouble?
And I think I've spent enough time with Walsh now to take the measure of him somewhat. And I think even as affable as Vaughn was in that first meeting in the last episode, he's still paranoid and eyeing the other passengers all the time, wondering whose gaze is lingering a little too long. And but he gets the sense that Walsh is trustworthy, I think. And do you think we have spoken at all about letting this fellow that we've become rather accustomed to into the secret to which we're unraveling?
It's hard to say. I know for sure when Marion does ask this, Fairuz perks up and stops focusing on the game and is now focusing on this conversation, and kind of darts a nervous look at both Carter and Vaughn.
Okay.
I mean, there's been times in the past where I feel like Carter's just completely blind. Like when we first met Desmond, I went off. And just told him everything. So I don't think he's necessarily the bastion of secrecy.
Right.
Yeah.
You did give him the card first thing.
Yeah.
I will say, by the way, Go Fish seems to have been around since the 15th century.
Oh my God! Thank
God!
Sweet.
Oh, dude, I'm sitting here this whole time. I couldn't even hear anything Ross was saying. All I was thinking is like, Rob just screwed up. Like there is no Go Fish.
I know you're on tender hooks. Everyone can breathe now. Go Fish is
perhaps similar to a game called Andare Piscere.
Andare Piscere.
God, it is not anachronistic, thank God. Okay, Vaughn takes out an iPhone and I think taking in those looks, that little card that was given to you when we first made your acquaintance.
Oh yes,
Tyrion.
Mystery Squad.
Yes, how droll.
Very funny.
Very droll.
Very funny.
Yes, rather cracking.
You performers.
Carter's just like half-heartedly trying to do the laughter from just.
Been doing it for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm just over it. Whatever the fuck.
You might. Well, my fiancée, as I say, rather like yourself, is an academic, and we are all of us academics after a sort, seekers, you might say. And we're perhaps that is all I should say. A mystery is no longer a mystery if it goes around being divulged. What?
What I think we can at least offer is that a dear friend of ours has passed in a way that leaves us with some questions unanswered.
Yes, and we are attempting to, as it were, solve that mystery, and we are just the squad to do it.
Yes.
Well, I'm very sorry to hear about the loss of your friend.
Yeah, we've lost more than one, actually.
Yes.
Yes. Quite right, Tillinghast.
Well, I did not mean to pry.
I suppose I've never asked, but in your researches, our dear departed friend was rather of the theological persuasion as well, although of theologies of a distinctly more bespoke variety. Have you ever run across any publications by a gentleman by the name of Jackson Elias?
And his face changes. Jackson Elias is your friend.
Was, yeah.
Yes.
He's died.
Did you know him?
No, not personally, no, but I've read all of his work. He is quite an impressive mind on the subject.
Yes, indeed.
He was murdered.
Most terribly, yes.
Where? When?
New York, however long ago.
Sometimes it feels like months ago, sometimes it literally feels like years ago.
New York. And he tells him the date.
My goodness, I had no idea. I suppose it wouldn't have been covered in the major newspapers or spoken about globally. Indeed, his thoughts, his writings were very counter, whatever you would say. Not exactly for the mass consumption.
Yes.
Mm,
His was an interest in theology most unorthodox.
yes.
And it started to affect him, we think, based on the stuff that we read and letters that he wrote as he was returning to the States. It wasn't looking good for Jackson just upstairs, you know what I mean?
Yes. The sort of research that Elias was undertaking, and the sort that we all are undertaking, mere exposure to it has a way of meddling with one's faculties, Mr. Walsh.
And he's just sort of lost in thought for a moment. He's cleaning his glasses.
I tell you this for your own sake, and to ask you to be wary when you ask people what sort of mysteries they are on the trail of. Perhaps it's best to let some sleeping dogs lie, what? There's a good man.
And you would know. He wrote primarily about death cults around the world, the last of which he published in 1923 before his death, called The Hungry Dead, which exposed the modern-day survival of a Peruvian and Bolivian death cult that came from the time of the conquistadors. What you wouldn't know right now is that they were part of that discovery as well. That's where they met Larkin.
So they would not have been mentioned in a book by name.
I can't imagine you.
I don't think he was like, and these are my friends along the way.
Special thanks, too.
Yeah. The names
Maybe we were in the special thanks.
But you know what? Maybe the names are changed. Maybe he does mention his people, and maybe there's a moment here where you start to wonder, like the descriptions of these people. There was a description of a man who wore a mask on his face that traveled with Jackson.
What?
Yes, but it wasn't painted. No. He says, I think he's going to say, well, Vaughn, I was hesitant to speak with you of the work that I do. I have, after all, taken this time away from teaching to work on my book. I did have some personal affairs to deal with back in London, but I wanted to return early to Shanghai months before I'm required to be back in the classroom to continue this work. And I've been doing a great deal of research over the years on these sorts of, he looks around, sees if anybody's listening or could overhear, these sorts of cults.
Really?
Yes. I, of course, not of course, you don't know me for anything, but I was raised Catholic. My father was Irish, my mother French, and I was always very faithful and wanted to study it. I almost became a priest at one point, then realized it wasn't for me. And I wanted to have my focus be on learning all I could know, not only about the history of where our religion comes from, but also its myths, its mystery, and what the theology of it all means in our minds. When I first spoke to you, Vaughn, you were so passionate about your faith that I hesitated to even mention the sort of courses that I have evolved to teach over the years. I don't teach Catholicism anymore. I have focused a lot of my academic energy on the sort of things that Jackson Elias was interested in. And not all death cults, of course, but also the magic and mysticism of the ancient world, medieval world. There is much to learn there, and, well, I've become a bit of a hobbyist, you could say. I always thought I'd meet him, he says as he kind of like looks off to the sea. I always imagined meeting him one day. Can't believe he's died.
He is a very kind man and a very good friend to all of his friends.
Oh, that is so good to hear.
And he loved my manuscript.
Your manuscript.
Yes, old boy, you see, I'm a bit of a writer and scholar myself.
Are you indeed?
More of a fiction/nonfiction kind of world that I'm working in. It's sort of a memoir, if you will, of our adventures.
Adventures?
Oh, we are... the Mystery Squad.
Wait. You didn't travel with Elias.
That's how we met him.
That is how we met.
We made Mr. Alliance...
This whole time I'm thinking you are neighbors or some such. I had no idea you went on his adventures. I've always dreamed of doing something like that, but thought that is a fantasy life.
Oh, yeah, we hung with him in Peru.
You read his last...
You were in Peru! And then it's just... Sorry.
Have you read his last published work?
Yes. No.
Oh, yeah.
The Mask.
There it is.
Yes. Yes, we were there.
And I'm afraid that since then, it's been... since his death, it's been nothing but a whirlwind of discovery of this cult and that cult and this strange intertwining spider's web of conspiracy.
Mr. Walsh, in maybe a day or two...
Dr. Walsh.
Doctor, forgive me, Doctor.
You worked hard for that.
I'll tell you what. I'll allow it once. I'm kidding.
You're too kind.
I am kidding.
Twice.
I don't make anyone call me lieutenant or lieutenant. Yes. Seems you have a particular set of interests. Rather amenable with our own. We have already pressed upon you to give us a sense of the lay of the land where we're headed, into the powder keg, as you call it, and give us a crash course in the local lingua franca. But, I was already going to attempt to ask you to continue your guidance, and you've been so kind as to offer us a place to lay our heads. I wonder if you wouldn't like playing a somewhat more active role in our search. Because what is described in Elias' work is but the tip of an iceberg floating just above the surface of a ocean of impossible and unplumbable depths. The cults of which he writes are legion, seemingly thriving actively today in every corner of the world.
And they're connected.
To me, it was always... I don't want to say rumor. That's not the right word. I just felt that it would never pop its head enough above the ocean, as you spoke of it,
yes,
so as to ever affect me or be something that I would ever witness myself.
I pray for your sake that it never does, Mr. Wall.
And he looks and can see, like, the crazy in Vaughn's eyes, like, he's just like, I can see. He attributed it to the war at first, and now he sees, like, maybe there's something else there. Wait, so the mystery of Elias's murder has led you to Shanghai?
It has.
Yeah, in London before that.
But how? What does Shanghai have to do with Elias?
Perhaps we should, perhaps we should all go into my stateroom, somewhere where there are fewer prying eyes.
Yes.
Indeed, that would be excellent.
Do we info dump them all now, or should we just, like, as the door's shutting?
The door shuts, and, you'll have to decide for yourselves off camera how much you tell him. But
right as the door's shutting, Car's like, Vaughn, you're This fucking room is bigger than mine, man.
What if we did like a psych roll on how much we trust to tell him at this point?
Well, that's interesting. Yeah, kind of try to read him a little bit before you start talking. You haven't mentioned Carlisle Expedition yet.
Yeah.
But I imagine that's where this is going.
Yeah.
Like, do a psych roll on it. You do have a good psych?
And if anybody else wants to jump in on this too, please do.
Could I factor in a charm roll somehow in there?
Yeah, I think the charm would help set the difficulty if it's technically an opposed roll, but they're really just trying to read you. What is your charm skill?
85.
85. That's at least you would need at least a hard success, possibly even extreme. I think it's just a hard success for
Well, then I would need to roll a 14 or better. Let's see.
What do you have?
Wait, I don't have to roll.
My psychology is a 29.
DC
29?
My psychology is a 29, but because of opposing his charm roll, which is so high, I would have to get a hard success or better.
Okay.
So if anybody else wants
I have
to
a
jump
59 in psychology.
well, fucking roll away, man.
So I would have to get a 29. I got a 24 under 29.
I rolled a 99.
You succeeded.
I succeeded. She fumbled?
I fumbled. Yeah.
Interesting.
This is...
So maybe I could
Your
be
second
very trusting.
Oh, Jesus.
Maybe I just plop all the books that I have and be like, let's compare notes
Well, the
on cults.
actual tomes.
Here's what I'll say how I want you to resolve the 99.
Okay.
You let slip something you wish you didn't.
Okay.
What do you think that is? What's something that, like, after Carl Expedition, we imagine that's all coming out. Something you say.
Maybe
something
murdering police in a in an arson.
No, I told people about that.
Yeah.
No, we tell everybody about that.
I mean, maybe it's something more personal, like as a suggestion, obviously. Maybe it's something that Fairuz did on her own, whether it's the books you've been reading or the...
I think he's on to something that's very interesting to, like, mention that you were involved in that arson.
Oh, and then my father was there because there's, the order's all about us. And then when she says the order is all about us.
And which order is that?
The order of...
That's not important. What's important is that we went through all this stuff, and now maybe my success comes in. Like, since
Wait. What did he need you because of? How does that work?
You had a regular success.
I had a hard.
You did have a hard.
Get a hard success.
24 under
59.
Okay, you had a hard success. All right. So, what do you think? Do they get any sense that you couldn't be trustworthy?
I mean, you get the sense that I think there's a certain danger to being so charming, right? Like
Tell me about it.
Right. Being so likable can be a little suspicious in and of itself. Mm-hmm. Outside of that, I would say, I don't know. You don't know this guy that well. And he, with your success, I would say you get the sense he's not telling you some things about himself.
I mean, I guess it would be, is he in a fucking cult? Like, is it?
You don't get that.
No. Okay. All right. Then that would be.
Say he was squaring away, taking care of business in London, right? You don't know what that was, though, but it doesn't seem. His enthusiasm about Elias and these cults seems extremely genuine.
Great. All right.
Okay.
So yeah, I think we lay the majority of it on him. Like everything that happened in London.
Everything
that happened in New York. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're in a
You're
hole.
sure they were cultists?
There were many cultists.
A, they had robes. B, they had real fancy knives. C, they were summoning fucking horse demon flying creature things.
I can't ask you to believe
Holy Mary, Mother of
everything that we're telling you. I understand how difficult a spiritual experience is to actually convey. It is like telling someone a dream and hoping that they shall be as interested as you in the depths of your own.
Which reminds me, Vaughn, I had a crazy dream I wanted to tell you about later. But anyway.
Wonderful Tillinghast cracking. We'll get to that.
It was a parachute.
Oh, wonderful. One of your flying dreams.
Yeah,
again.
I can't wait. This one's slightly different than the last one I told you. But
Excellent.
keep going.
In any case, these were cruel sadists of the worst order. In infiltrating their home, we found poor devils imprisoned by them, being subject to all manner of utterly ghastly brutality.
And the thing is there are multiple cults that are, the similarities overlap slightly, but they're different by different names, worshipping different gods, but at the same time, agenda's very similar, and they're all tied together to this. Well, one of the stops we're at is one of the shipping places, and so it seems entirely overwhelming at times, but we have to find how these connect.
Yes,
So
in short,
so Elias is murdered by this Black Tongue cult.
Cult of the Bloody Tongue.
Bloody Tongue cult. And did he write about this cult?
I don't know if it was mentioned at all in The Hungry Death. I think he was working on a new book that was never.
Yeah, I think he was trying to get to the bottom of them.
It was after what happened in Peru that led him to like start exploring more. That's what led him to the Bloody Tongue.
Yeah.
That's what led him to about the Carlisle expedition.
Okay. Let's see how this plays out, because I am also operating with a 70 in occult. And this is more of an academic understanding, not a practicing understanding.
Yeah.
So would he have heard of the Bloody Tongue?
I don't think so.
This is super underground
Yeah.
shit. Okay. So by this cult, you called it, what was the Bloody Tongue?
Cult of the Bloody Tongue.
And they are related to a cult in London.
The Order of the Black Pharaoh, right?
Yes.
The Order of the Black
Brotherhood
Pharaoh.
of the
And,
Black Pharaoh.
and they were sending shipments to Shanghai.
yes.
Yes. And there's even another one in Australia that we haven't even, it's the cult of the sandbats. And what's overlapping in some of these is that they're using the same weaponry, it looks like, during their rituals. And
Have you determined, I'm sure you haven't, but any sort of master connection between all of them in terms of, do they report to someone?
Well, in terms
or
of the
some
religion, there's
organization?
something about other, like the gods of the region in some stories get the shit beat out of them by some other god that's not from there, and they either get trapped,
yes,
they get cucked.
the overlapping similarity in broad strokes is that these gods that are being worshipped and the death cults and the sacrifices that are made to these gods, whichever location we're talking about, because there are many that we have found so far, the overlining the thread is that these gods that are being worshipped and are these rituals that occur, they're not indigenous to the land that they are on and from. And there seem to be certain legends from the indigenous peoples of those areas that claim that the gods that are indigenous to that area have somehow tricked them or imprisoned them in some way. But then now they're being summoned. And we've seen with our own eyes these monstrosities, terrible, terrible creatures, winged bats with different anthropomorphic heads that don't match their bodies. And
The dragon, did we tell you about the dragon? We told you about the dragon.
All right, this is getting into an area where it's like,
It may be best if certain articles of what we have.
I'm going to do my own psychology roll.
You might want to take your giant penis and leave.
Okay, so I've got a 40 psychology, and I just rolled a 13.
Trying to discern
So
whether
it's
or
a
not
hard success.
you're just talking to crazy people.
Yeah,
Oh, you're trying to
are they
figure
just
that.
no? Like I don't. It's not that I don't believe that they were with Jackson Elias, but has this driven them so insane that they are talking about seeing things that were not really there? Versus, is this just like
Trying to determine if we
are they telling the
went
truth?
nuts.
Yeah.
yeah,
I like
or
that.
So do we think
you're
we're telling the
embellishing
truth?
things for
Yeah,
your
right.
fictional story you're writing,
right.
right? Like.
Yeah.
You definitely see that not being there in Vaughn's eyes that you said you originally attributed to his veteran status, but now you see maybe there's something else there. I think with Feyruz and Carter,
I got a hard success.
I'm sane as fuck right now.
Yeah,
High 90s.
they
Low 90s.
Yeah, he's saying this nonsense, and you're like just nodding along with it, you know.
you believe they're in their right mind.
Yeah.
Yes.
What you didn't mention, and you at a certain point may want to mention that you're going to say it.
Maybe, but regardless of what may strain your credulity of our story, yes, Elias was also on the track of the members of this Carlisle expedition, and the last place where one of these individuals that was found, killed, back in Africa.
Yes, I'm familiar with it.
we're on the trail of Mr. Jack Brady, and he has been spotted in Shanghai, strangely alive after his apparent murder.
Yes, Jack Brady was murdered. He was killed by the locals in Africa.
We have two different instances that tell of physically witnessing Jack Brady. Once in Hong Kong
Shanghai.
and once in Shanghai.
Hong Kong.
By two different people two different circumstances.
And speaking of the organization of the various terrible cults that we've come into contact with, their theology notwithstanding, they are murderers. And we've seen the results of their bloody-minded exploits with our friend Elias. And we know that they are moving towards some inevitable consummation. There is a great work at hand, and they are about it, rest assured. Time is very much of the essence. And there is someone to whom the people that we were investigating in London is reporting. A certain individual who's styling himself the Viper.
Yes, this pale viper seems to be at the center of something, some big conspiratorial network.
And how did you see this? It's a letter of some sort?
That's when we broke into the
Telegram.
manufacturing
Get into every crippling detail.
The one that burned. Didn't we talk about this already? The one that burned to the ground?
Yes.
We started?
Oh, that one.
The name has been referenced more than once.
Okay. Wow.
But if it shocks you very much to know that we have, I didn't burn down anything. I
did.
wasn't there.
I did.
But having met the Irishman that you brought with you on that particular expedition, I can't imagine that the entire village in town wasn't sent up into conflagration. But yes, conventional law has been strained from time to time by our little band because our enemy will ruthlessly do the same.
You saw these winged beasts in London.
And Peru. And New York.
And the zombies, too. They were the living dead.
You're speaking of an imminent threat to London, to the people of London.
But who would ever believe us? That's the thing.
Not just to London, Mr. Walsh. And I may even, take your forearm.
Dr. Walsh.
Mr. Walsh, I speak to you not by your title, but as a man.
Man to man.
Man to man and soul to soul.
Yes.
The mystery we are unraveling is not just our friend's death, though that murder, like all murders, cries out for vengeance. These forces are attempting, if I may borrow a language from theology, they are attempting to immanentize the eschaton.
Huh?
To bring a...
I mean, I know what you're getting at. Just because I've lived it, not because I know what you're saying.
The eschaton.
They are working, as it were, to
I don't know what any of those words
enslave the world.
He does this a lot.
Also, you're a doctor of this stuff.
And I'd never heard of that. Maybe.
Also, don't take this the wrong way, but a lot of people that we've told this to have died. I don't think that's going to happen to you, but
Well, at the very least, it is fascinating, and I wonder if you've told me all of this in confidence, I know, but it would help me a great deal if I could write some of these things down. If I could try to remember what it is. There are so many threads here. How do you keep all of this information in your head?
Carter reaches over into his bag. He's like, you can start with this. And he just hands you the book that he's been writing. Okay. Everything's in here. It's also titillating.
Yes. Tillinghast has asked me to do some editorial advisement, and there are some rather spicy chapters.
Yeah. The most recent chapter. Don't read the last chapter. It gets pretty sad and it's pretty personal. I don't want you reading the last one. In fact, give me those pages. It pulls out whatever's happened in the last month and a half. Give me.
I appreciate your putting your trust in me as it comes to searching for what happened to Jackson Elias. I would very, very much like to help. I'll read this and...
It's a page turner. You're going to want to make sure you drink a lot of water because you're not going to want to get up.
The second edition will include fan art.
Okay, excellent.
Yes, and again, as you can see, it's the adventures of Carter, Tillinghast, and pals.
I think you must stay with me. I think you must stay with me in Shanghai. It will be safest.
How big's your place?
Yeah, we've got a room snob thing.
A little money goes a long way in Shanghai.
Very well.
We've got a very nice place provided by the university.
Okay.
You could be traveling academics. Of course, you are a student. You could be studying abroad, doing a fellowship of some kind. I don't know. We'll figure it out. And I could explain to the university that I've got a few extra people staying with me and helping me with my book and perhaps sitting in on a few classes or some such, and we'll make it look good.
Yes. Well.
That way you'll have a place to stay. I trust the people that work in this campus building, and I think it would be a good place to start.
That is incredibly kind and generous of you. So I really appreciate both your help and in providing us a place to stay. I do have to warn you, though, and I had warned our friend Desmond when he had joined with us. If you choose to learn about all of these adventures that we've been on, if you do choose to undertake this with us, at some point you will see something that your mind will tell you is not real and that you might not be able to comprehend. Are you okay with that?
I believe I am. I believe you, Feyruz, and thank you for that.
Every fiber in your being will tell you that, this cannot be, this cannot exist.
I never wished to close away what is true just because it is frightening. I believe that it is my job, it is my duty to search for truth, not only for my students, but for myself. And for a long time, I have studied cults such as this, magics of the ancient world. I have always kept what you could call a healthy distance from it. But circumstances have changed. I've plateaued, let's say, in that form of knowledge. Some colleagues I know I've met, and I knew people like Jackson Elias probably, also dabbled in practice. Which is not something I've ever attempted, well, with one exception. But otherwise, I've never gone down that road, but I believe I'm ready.
I never quite got around to making that pamphlet I suggested after Desmond's.
We've had a lot going on.
We've had a lot going on.
So you've experienced an eldritch horror.
It's just someone going like...
He kicked up.
Yeah.
Yes, you've been very kind, Dr. Walsh. We can only ask one more favor of you, and that is your discretion. Because, as we have intimated, our path is a dangerous one, and to be about our business is to court danger.
I promise you, we'll say nothing of Elias, your connection to him, or any of this business you're working on, we are working on now. It must be kept secret. For so many reasons.
Excellent.
I think that means you're an official intern. Welcome.
Yes, so
The mystery squad.
we'll have some cards printed up.
Yes.
Vaughn reaches into the, has had nice, this is his stateroom. He's got a nice bucket. He's like, yes, to the mystery squad. Like, pour champagne for everybody.
Yeah, this is part of it. Heavy drinking.
Yes.
And
Go
mild
find out what-
arson.
And what?
Mild arson.
Mild arson.
Mild arson.
Accidental
Let's
murder.
go find out those bastards who killed Elias.
Here.
Toast.
Jet.
Just close in on the glasses clinking. We black out. We'll be back after this break.
Before we get back into it, you, Nora, just said we've already hit the mark on the 7 of Cups.
We have, man. I'm sorry. I got impatient and a little nosy. And I'm like, oh, we're the halfway mark. Let me see. Just see what this says. And let me read it to you. Let me find it. Okay. So 7 of Cups. Strange chalices of vision. So it says fairy favors images of reflection, imagination, sentiment, things seen in the glass of contemplation. Some attainment in these degrees, but nothing permanent or substantial is suggested. So we've been sitting here reminiscing over like the things that we've seen, and it's just contemplating the future, literally everything that we've been doing in this first half.
Nailed it.
Very interesting.
The cards never lie.
Cards never lie.
Cards never lie.
End of season 2.
Yeah, we'll see you next year. All right, so I think it's best to speed forward and get to Shanghai.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm so ready.
I mean, I don't know why I prepped anything. I'm just watching this master class here. But I said also right before we came back, like the integration of this character now just seems it makes total sense.
Yeah.
You're now staying with him and he's in the adventure and I have no questions about anything. Which is hard to do this late into the adventure, but I love it. It makes sense. And for you, you even said it, you were like, oh, I always imagined of doing something like that, reading these books, and now you have a chance to do it.
Yeah, there's an interesting, one of the things I want to experiment with this character is like, there's an interesting fine line in the academics of occultism between studying it and practicing it, you know? And even among the academic community, it's like there's those who do, there's those who don't, and there's those who do and don't tell anybody, right? Like kind of a dirty little secret, right? And so he, at least from what you can tell, has not practiced. He said, except for one little thing. And it's like, I think that's why I explain him coming in at max sanity, you know, and not having any Cthulhu mythos score, even despite having a high occultism.
Let's see how he's doing in a few ups.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, we see you get out of the boat.
So wait, can we pause for a second?
Yeah.
Can I throw a little thing out as we're leaving the boat?
Please.
So
Shanghai!
Oh, thank you, Captain. I think as we're walking, I don't know if Marion is kind of walking ahead, but maybe Beirut is closest to Carter as they're kind of getting off, and Carter looks back at the deck of the boat. And I'm not looking this up, but if there was a swimming pool on the boat, because the last time we were all on a big liner, it was the 4 of us with Margot. And while you guys were having that amazing scene where you were proposing, she and I were like, we're going to the pool or whatever. And we went up to the pool, and there was we were talking about there was a water slide or whatever. So I think just as we sort of are about to disembark off the thing, Carter kind of throws one last look, and there's a pool on the deck of the boat or whatever. He's like, the last time we were on a boat like this, there was all 4 of us, and we got this fucking guy now, which is great, but I really miss her.
Throw him in the pool.
So he says that to Feyruz, on the way down. That's all.
I know you miss her. We all miss her. I trust Margot that for whatever reason she did this, she did it for your safety.
Are you? Do you know what she's talking about you being in danger?
Fuck no. I don't know anything. I was rather cross reading that.
Okay. All right. Just double checking. If you want to talk about anything with that whole situation, me and Vaughn are here.
I don't know what it means.
Okay.
What does she know that I don't know?
It's both. It's more than what both Vaughn and I know. So.
I do wish you were here right now, though. Because I do have a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Yes. She'd be saying something in her incredibly tactless way about the nature of our predicament.
Also, she had the camera. She came in very handy.
She had the camera and she had the fucking shotgun.
How good are you with a firearm?
What's that?
I don't need to bring him in.
As you say, he's what's that? He turns around and then he trips on the end of the gangplank.
Splash. Any firearms you brought with you are confiscated at customs.
Oh, shit.
Oh, okay.
You can apply for a license and have something, within a week or so. Maybe you might get a license to be able to purchase firearms. But everything was confiscated. If you tried to hide it, it was still found, and that's the result of your 99. There might be other means of acquiring weapons and knowing what you could be up against. You may want to do that. Certainly, you could get knives. I don't know if you could buy a fucking katana, but you could get stuff to help you in hand-to-hand combat if it came to that. But you do not have access to guns right now. You do have someone who lives here. Maybe I don't know if you have firearms. You built the character. You tell me.
Also, on the point of weapons, did Desmond keep the power?
The scepters?
Yeah.
Also, with the crime syndicates and all the things we were talking about, would we be able to just purchase a gun on some
it sounds like
black market?
Sounds like we'll be okay, I would think.
Yeah, I mean, there are ways of procuring guns through underhanded means, but then you could be in debt to one of these gangs, and
And now I have, by the way,
future favorite problem.
I have that mask, the one that Margot left, right? Was that the original mirror mask from season 1?
Yes, that's the one where she put it on and saw the death orgy on the pyramid.
Right. Which
you want to see some shit?
Put on this.
Oh God!
It's like a prank, Marion, and then when he turns, you just shove the mask.
Oh, sweet Jesus!
God.
I'd say
welcome to the club.
we could certainly
How we hasten his
thrashing around on the ground trying to rip the mask off.
We could see you checking into Marion's house. We could do all that, but I kind of want to get you into it. So, assuming you've settled, where do you want to go first? What do you want to do?
Wow, it's like we're going right into
the leads that you have. I mean, yes, he says, this is your bed. You can sleep here. And
Wonderful. Lovely accommodations, old man. You can see him turn around and just it's totally
quite
tactless
beautiful.
And gentle face. It's fantastic.
Look at how much space you get in Shanghai. Rather impressive, isn't it, Vaughn?
Yes, delightful. The acme of comfort.
I mean, it's no gigantic B&B, right?
Yes.
Oh, wait a minute.
You could crush my cigarette out.
That's sarcasm. But you live in some grand state.
Far from it, old man. I'm just the scion of a bed and breakfast family.
Well, you're English. You must have heard of Eagles Grange.
Eagles Grange? Yes, of course.
A lovely country house.
Lord of the
Your
Manor.
Eagles Grange?
Well, the Villiers family, yes.
E.G. B&B now, baby.
Realize it was that Villiers.
Yeah.
Well, so I guess apologies are in order for my house then. So sorry.
No, I would...
He's kind of smiling.
We thank you. We thank you greatly for your kindness and generosity, don't we?
Yes, of course, dear.
And there's just nobody who can help me with these bags? Is that...
Oh, no. Yes, they'll help you.
Oh, there is...
yes.
No,
all right.
Please. Feel as though I should do penance. He takes your bags, hustle them off to wherever you're staying. Speaking of leads, and would this be? And you said it's like just so I can picture it a little bit more in my imagination, that this is a building owned by the university?
Yeah. It's sort of like it is a house. It's a residence on a street with several residences, but they're all owned by the university. You can see they're all kind of attached to this campus. It looks like it's all, well, actually, it's not all. There's a mix. There's a mix among the houses between what appear to be Europeans as well as Chinese as well.
Great.
Instructors and stuff like that. And and administrative staff and stuff that live in these houses and everything. But it is really just part of the city. That's at least how I imagine it.
Great.
Yeah.
Perhaps the university library would have some maps in English that we could find. We could locate the Stumbling Tiger Bar and the.
Oh, the Stumbling Tiger. I know that.
Oh, lovely. Well, then it's great because I will definitely need to drink after this. But
I've walked past it 100 times. I've never gone in.
Oh, great.
Amazing. And then
You're going to fit right in.
Yes. Sometimes
also-
it takes an out-of-towner for you to really see your city like a tourist.
I believe you're right, Vaughn. I believe you're right.
and then perhaps find the location of and maybe some information on the ownership of Hofang Import Export.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something that I would be familiar with? Just the name.
We have the street.
You've heard of
Haoyang
Hofang.
Street.
Okay, so Hofang is it a big? It's a big business, like
big business.
trading,
He's a big shot.
import, export.
Perhaps we could look up maybe some history on it and anything pertaining.
Yes, I know the name, but I'm afraid nothing else. So let's look into that.
Just so, well, not to get up to our old tricks right away, but perhaps we could split up.
Well, I would like to go with whoever's going to the bar.
Actually,
That would be me, and
would be me also.
I would also like to.
Looks like you're on your own, Tillinghast.
Guess I'll go
Good luck at
research
Hofang.
the
See ya.
fucking-
yes, we're off to the bar. You tell us how that warehouse is doing over there.
And I also would like to stick with the person who knows where we're going. So
Yes, perhaps let's all reconnoiter there at the Stumbling Tiger, just to lubricate our senses.
yes,
Lubricate, take
Start
the edge
there
off,
and then-
and then we can.
Let's split the party so quickly.
Right.
This is fun. And then we'll
It's
head
all
out.
downhill from here, by the way.
Yeah,
So, you know.
I'm enjoying it while
it's
it
all
lasts.
drunken, shirt sucking, and
Yeah, a lot of shirt sucking.
Shirt.
so.
Clearly, you haven't met old Bill.
You haven't met old Bill, who was in the habit of getting plastered. And if you should happen to accidentally spill your drink on yourself, he will.
Oh,
Suck the
Suck
beer
on
out of your...
that sounds like a Troy NPC.
Suck it right off. Yes, you've got it. You've got it right there.
locked right in.
As you've already discerned over the past couple of days, bars and places of recreation are just crammed with the most delightful assortment of eccentrics. Let's see who's in the Stumbling Tiger tonight.
Sure, the Stumbling Tiger.
Oh, yes, I believe this is it. Yes,
We're no
here we
different.
are.
So let's get a little geography of where you are. This is just northeast of the confluence of the Wangpu and Suqiao rivers. It's a district of bars, gambling dens, flower girl houses, which is sort of like the Chinese equivalent of brothels, though it isn't necessarily just for sex. It could be for companionship or someone that just wants to have someone play music for them all night, but there's also prostitution there as well. It's this kind of like a seedy part of town, so it's kind of weird that he was like, "Oh yeah, I walk by there all the time."
As we're going through,
Maybe you've just learned a few things about old Marion Wesley Walsh.
as we're taking the vibe of the neighborhood,
Yes.
it's just like, come down here often, do you, doctor?
Clock it, as
Hear a
the
lot of
children
like, hello,
say.
doctor. Hey,
Yes,
doctor.
and all the flower girl
Just
houses.
like waving
Doctor,
at
doctor.
Morning.
Hey, Kathy.
You're quite well done around here.
As I said, I'm down here all the time.
Patron of the
Wait, now,
arts.
Troy, when we got to London last time, you fucking dropped this map on us that had a million different, it had like a key the size of my head for the different, remember that? It was like numbers
yes.
for
Oh,
every,
yeah.
you
Yes.
have one for Shanghai?
I will have a map for you next
Sweet.
time. I
Okay.
do have a map. I have a million things.
No pressure. I'm not putting the,
No, you know
going to
what?
this bar.
Let me see. I want to because I want to check the map to make sure. I have it right here. Sometimes the maps tell you things that I want to check again. So I do have a map of
Okay,
Shanghai.
yeah, you don't want to,
And it's awesome, but sometimes the maps are like, here's the head bad
final
guy.
boss.
Yeah, final boss in 19. What is that? But you are down near the docks. There's dock workers. The former factories or the factories of the former American concession are all down here. And as you're walking by, there's like a bunch of workers outside of a factory picketing and striking, no, chanting.
Desmond
There's
would have loved this.
yeah, you get that sense of political unrest everywhere you go in town, and it's really fierce down here. And then you get to 10 Lantern Street, where you see a bar and a tasteful sort of image of a tiger that's had too many drinks. This must be it.
I want that on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
That should definitely be a t-shirt.
Just a drunk
Nailed it.
tiger.
Just Chester Cheetah, but a tiger.
And
The
Chinese
sunglasses are-
It
characters.
just says strength.
Yeah.
In both Chinese characters and
Someone's having
English.
7 cups tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, food.
He's in his 7 cups.
It's like a drunk tiger tripping over a stone, and it says in both Chinese characters and English, the Stumbling Tiger Bar. You know that at some point Jackson Elias may have come here because he left behind this matchbook at Jonah Kensington's office back in New York. Yeah, I want to impress upon you the scents and the smells. This is probably for most of you except Vaughn, and obviously you've been here before, but for you two, this is certainly the most exotic place you've ever been. Much different from London and your time in America. So you walk in.
Sorry, when is this?
Oh, yeah.
Day.
I think it would be fun if you guys arrived on April 1st, April Fool's Day.
Okay.
April 1st, 1925 is a Wednesday. So
April 1st. Okay.
You're arriving April 1st. So basically, if Meeser House was February the 17th, at least a week or so towards the end of February is when you left, and it took you a little over a month. You land in Shanghai on April 1st.
Love it.
All right.
Spring has sprung. You walk in, the Stumbling Tiger Bar looks like just one large room. There's another room in the back that looks like a toilet, and that's it. It is large, it is dark, it is dirty. Lurid green and magenta posters of Chinese songstresses and film stars decorate the walls. The light is simultaneously harsh and inadequate. Decades of cigarette smoke and, missed shots at a spittoon give the air this heavy, damp, moldering quality. It smells in here. In fact, you feel if you stayed in here for more than a day, you would get tuberculosis. There are maybe less than a dozen people in here, all men. Feiruz, you are the only woman. As you walk in, looks like mostly dock workers, factory workers,
Yeah, you've been in this position before.
Currently.
laborers. Everybody's drinking hard
Yeah,
liquor.
right now in your real life.
Fantastic.
Great stuff.
Yeah, all laborers, they're all drinking hard liquor. There's a man behind the bar. He looks to be of Eurasian descent, definitely not 100% Chinese. He's got the butt of a cigarette wedged between his nicotine-stained fingers. And he's smoking in one hand, smiling and talking with a couple patrons. And he's kind of like got a glass wedged in his arm that he's really vigorously cleaning. He smokes, he puts a cigarette down, cleans the glass a little bit more. He's laughing and talking with people. What do you guys do?
Great. Charming place.
I should like to try whatever the signature drink of this particular bar is. Troy.
Oh, so do you go up to the bar?
Yeah, no time like the present.
The guy waves a finger at the people he's talking to. Yeah, yes, how may I help you?
Hello. Yes. Does your bar have a signature drink?
Signature drink? Yes, of course.
Or the most popular? What would that be?
Oh, it's called the Tiger's Paw.
And what does that have in it?
Oh, a little bit of everything.
Then we shall have 4 of those.
Yeah.
Or
Oh, yeah.
Sounds fantastic.
I've never sold one. Hold on. Just rings
Most
out
is
the bar
like-
mat into 4 shot glasses.
Oh,
no!
Oh, I see what he meant by a little bit of everything.
No.
Oh, dear.
I have not cleaned in a
Oh,
month.
it's like a Long Island iced tea.
Just this gray water goes into glass. No, he grabs just like what looks like a random assortment of bottles
Looks
and
like he's
begins.
making it up as he
Or
goes.
he's got like scotch and tequila he's mixing together. Like, oh, yes, this should be good. And a little bit of grenadine. Here you are.
Dishwater and Hennessy.
Delightful.
And it's just this sort of dark brownish black concoction. Smells very strong. And he tells you how much it is. Yes.
Well, pay the man.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
We went through customs
Thank you,
or
darling.
whatever. You've got.
Thank you. Yes. Where are you from? You are not from here.
Correct.
Oh, all over, really. London, myself.
London.
Yes, the same.
2 Londoners.
America.
America.
Oh, 2 Londoners, 2 Americas. What brings you to Shanghai?
We have a restaurant called Spice It Up.
Oh,
And we are
Huh?
just
huh?
trying to capture world cuisine.
Yes.
Ah.
Just taking in all the spices.
We're doing a new thing called fusion.
Yeah. We're like Marco Polo, but as a group. and
This colonization.
Italian. Yes.
He's not really getting all of this. He's just
Neither am
nodding,
I, so it's
smiling.
fine.
Oh my!
Oh, a tiger's paw has a scratch.
That's very good. Very, very good.
Yes, chin, old man.
Ah, yes. Enjoy. Yes, that will put some hair on your back.
Carter's okay with it.
Spice it up.
Yes.
Oh,
To
there
your
is losing some sanity.
business venture.
Didn't know you could mix gin and scotch.
And
Wow.
tequila.
Well, yeah. What? So we were coming here to just kind of get the vibe.
Yeah, you can sit down at a
Almost
table.
like picture to sit down and Vaughn does so with his glass of ichor in front of him, just looking around this room and imagining Jackson here, like flipping that matchbook in his fingers.
I can't believe he was here.
Yes,
This very place.
We got to ask about Jack Brady.
yes.
Ask who about Jack?
Well, I can talk to the bartender.
Can I roll something to just kind
or
of
about Elias.
look around?
Do we have a picture of him?
A vibe check.
Yeah, a vibe check.
Yeah.
Like, is there, aside from the barman who we've met and is absolutely charming, is there anyone else in here that seems that of note, or maybe an old timer or a barfly, someone
Someone
might
who looks like a regular.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't. You don't even have to roll a check for that. There's not that many people in here. You can kind of take the measure of the people that are in here. The bartender seems to know everybody, and everyone seems to enjoy his company. But there is one guy at the end of the bar who looks like he's not Chinese. He looks Japanese. He's like dressed like a foreman, laborer, and he is probably the most drunk person in the bar, and he's having a really good time to himself, and he's trying to talk to other people, and sometimes they're engaging and sometimes not, and he's just having a great time, and he's drinking, slams his hand on there, another one.
Interesting. Okay.
But beyond
This
that,
bar's old Bill.
He's already done the job of loosening his tongue.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Yes.
going to buy him a drink, but he seems to be halfway to the floor already.
Now we
to that
don't
guy.
have a photo of Jack Brady.
yeah, I wonder if you would or not. I feel like that's something you could have procured along the way.
Potentially.
I don't think it's that crazy
There
to
have been
think.
There was
so many
shots-
articles.
Newspaper clippings.
Yeah, newspaper
so many
clippings.
There was
newspaper
also
cri-
pictures of the whole group
Yes.
that were like, they would
Mhm.
like,
What about Elias? Don't you have a picture of Elias?
Yeah, you have
I think
pictures
I-
of Jackson Elias.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't think it's crazy to think you wouldn't have photographs of these people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Done your research.
I mean, I feel like probably maybe the most useful might be this barman. Unless anybody has another
Barman?
It's
You mean
barman.
bartender?
The bartender
Yeah.
or the drunk guy?
The drunk
Oh,
regular.
sorry if that was unclear. Yes, the bartender.
Bartender.
Okay.
I mean, we could
Um,
split. We get two of us go talk to the bartender, two of us go talk to the drunk guy.
Yeah.
I'll talk to the drunk
Beirut.
guy.
Let's.
Oh, no, what would you go?
I was going to say, let's talk to this drunk guy. Seems like fun.
Yes, lead the way.
All right,
Right.
Vaughn and I will
Yeah.
tag team the bartender.
An unbeatable combination.
Yeah, here
right?
we go,
Yeah.
baby. Man, I've missed this.
Yes. All right.
All right,
Wait.
let's start with the bartender.
Great.
You come back up. How was the tiger's paw? It's good.
Unforgettable.
Yes, I actually want another one.
Oh, all right.
I've been drinking very heavily
What
lately.
did I put in it?
Hey,
Just
come up with
grabbing
something
more
new.
bottles.
Change a different one.
Yeah. Little cough medicine.
Codeine.
Tell me, old man.
Yes.
I've been looking to now. Brady is English too, yeah.
Brady's American.
American. Okay.
Yeah.
No,
Former
right,
Marine.
a U.S. Marine.
Yeah.
As you can see, old man, our little band is rather cosmopolitan. From I got folks from hither and yon. Looking for another American. Wonder if you get a lot of Americans here.
Oh, we get people from all walks of life. Yes.
Yes, I don't doubt it. I was wondering if you've ever seen, and if I do have a photo of him or a rendering. Actually, I think what I have is a drawing by Margot Sauer, like a super almost photorealistic charcoal drawing of Jack Brady's photo that we saw in some archive. And it's like, I'm wondering if you've ever seen a American looks rather like this.
And he looks at it, looks back at you. It's hard to tell from a drawing.
So, of course.
Can I do a psychology roll on this dude?
Yeah.
Okay. With that sort of reaction you just did so deftly.
Mm-hmm. Is this what psychology is largely for? Like,
yeah. What's going on? What's going on with this guy? What's his deal?
What's his deal?
I rolled a 62 over 59, so I'll spend 3 points of luck.
Woo! First,
make that a regular success. He knows who that is.
Okay. I take a bill and put it underneath the drawing. Like, yes, I understand. Sometimes the devil of the thing, especially when one of these damned modern artists has done a portrait, you get hard to tell whether it's fish or fowl. Maybe you should have a second look, old man.
And he sees what's going on here, and he wants to play this game.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? You see, the lighting in here is so bad. Of course, yes, this is Jack Brady. Yes.
So you have seen him then?
Oh, yes, but I haven't seen him in a very long time. No, in fact, I'm fairly certain he's no longer in Shanghai.
Why would you say that?
It's just, he was... He had some business to attend to. He would come in a lot. Very nice man. But he hasn't been in a long time, so I assumed he is no longer here.
Did he live in the area? Was he crashing somewhere? You know.
I serve drinks. I don't know about people's addresses and whatnot.
Yeah, sure.
He's a friend of yours.
Yeah.
An acquaintance, yes.
Well, all us Americans know each other. I don't know what these guys, but
all Americans know each other.
All Americans know each other. It's not as
large. There's 6 or 7 people in that country.
Yeah, but roughly a dozen, I'd say. We're sort of new to the colonizing game in terms, relatively speaking. No. Yes. Anyway, Vaughn?
But you saw... Yes, excellent handoff there, Tillingham. This is a perfect pincer maneuver we're doing here. But you did see him, but alas, he's cut out, as it were. What sort of company did he keep, if not with gentlemen of means and good report, such as ourselves?
Oh, he mainly kept to himself, yes, and he has that money that you gave him in his pocket. He's just kind of like fingering.
And another bill comes out.
Yep.
It's like, I wonder, yes, it's strange working in a place rather like this. I find that gin and all manner of spirits have a way of cooling the blood and clarifying things, but sometimes it makes the memory foggy. I wonder if you can't cut through the fog a little bit.
Ah, yes, it's gin and palm olive. I had a concoction.
Yes.
Oh, no.
I tasted something emulsifying.
Give me a Fairuz and Marion. Give me a spot hidden check as you approach the other man.
Spot hidden.
I rolled a 65 under 85.
85 spot hidden.
I do.
That is how you play Call of Cthulhu. I got a 27 under 45.
Okay. All right. So you both notice as you're approaching this other man and hearing them talk that this drunk man does seem to be keeping an eye on the conversation that Carter and Vaughn are having with the bartender. Even though he's drunk, he's just kind of like looking over there from time to time out of the side of his eye.
Interesting.
He takes the second bribe from you and pulls you in.
Great.
Says, Mr. Brady, he's a very private man, very nice man. I believe he's gone to Rangoon to carry out a deal with someone named Charlie Gray. Yes, big money man down there. I think the deal has to do with guns. Yes, I didn't inquire any further. It's not my business. There are some things that are just better off knowing about, right, my friends?
Too right. But,
yes.
But you've given us a great deal to think about. Thank you very much. And it's good to know that we have a reliable source of information on us stands the value of remuneration. What?
Yes, I am an endless source of information.
What's your name?
Fergus Chum. The people around here call me Mick Chum. My father was Scottish and my mother was Chinese.
Mick Chum?
Mick Chum, yes.
Okay.
And since we are friends,
You may call me McChum as well.
Okay.
Then we go to Fairuz and Marion. You come over to this guy, and he's like, "Hello!
Oh, hello. How are you?
Hello.
Very
And
good."
I'm going to just impose myself between his eye line of like their conversation. He kind of like leans on the bar between that guy and Carter and Vaughn's conversation.
Because I would say on the way over there, we probably
Yeah.
both looked at each other.
Mm-hmm.
So he just kind of like does a little sidestep to the left, in the way I pictured in my mind, and cuts off that sort of line of sight. Just like,
Okay.
oh, hello. How are you?
This guy's like early 30s, close crop, black hair, and Japanese. And he's like, good. But do I know you?
No. I'm afraid
No.
we are out celebrating. We've just returned back into town. Thought we'd go out for a drink, and you seem like you're having a good time.
Celebrating. Well, you came to the right place.
Exactly.
Yes.
Never a line at the Stumbling Tiger.
It is my friend here's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday. Oh, McChum.
No,
McChum.
no, please. That won't.
No, I
Oh,
insist.
he gets shy.
Three of those tiger claws.
All for him.
It's all for. What about you? What do you get?
Something with a grenadine in it.
And one tiger's claw with grenadine.
Tiger's claw with nail polish.
Nail polish remover.
As she like burps and there's like a bubble comes out of her mouth.
Fire. Well, happy birthday. What?
Oh, thank you. Thank
Sweet
you so much.
16?
He said, yeah.
Kind. You are too kind.
No.
We're here celebrating. We're getting back into town and just
Back into town. Well, from
back
where?
into town. From London, actually. I went
London.
home to visit London. I met this lovely young woman
London
along the
Bridge
way.
is falling down.
That's how it goes. That's how it
Charming.
goes. Yes. She's going to start a business here.
Oh,
I am, yes.
your accent. Is that not Londonese?
It's not. It's actually a fake one that I had to learn during charm school and boarding school in order to appear of a higher means in society.
American.
Yes,
Look at that.
You're pretty good.
And you were in London as well.
I was. Like I had mentioned, another friend of mine and I are opening up a restaurant. Fusion. It's a brand new concept.
Oh, these are other friends. Hey, bring them over. Let's all meet.
Huh?
You there? You have the birthday party.
This, remember, it's my
it's
birthday,
birthday.
Carter.
Oh, chum.
Yeah, Marion's birthday.
Yeah.
Put those
Yes.
drinks on me. Give them their money back. These are on me.
Oh,
Oh, kind of you.
Yes, it's the least I can do. I got nobody to talk to. These guys are tired of hearing me chat. So, London starting a restaurant.
Yes. Fusion.
friends. Yeah, fusion, friends. We're all just a gaggle of friends.
Yes.
Gaggle of friends. Give me a check of the, I want to say psychology variety.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Please, let me get.
If anyone has like anthropology
I do.
or even like acting,
I do, but it's bad.
yeah, you could do anthropology, but this would be, I'm curious about psychology as you're talking to this
Psychology.
guy.
Oh, my psychology's higher. I rolled a 20 under 29.
Okay, so regular
Finally
success.
got one. So
I
I could
failed.
click. this thing.
68 over 40, a failure.
Failure.
Failure. Okay. And you rolled a 20 under 29?
Yes.
20 under 29. Regular success. Okay. Okay. It just seems very interesting. He's got a lot of empty glasses in front of him. And he's definitely, seems inebriated. But you don't know why he isn't like on the floor. This guy must be like a professional drinker.
Wow.
Because he's sloppy and he's had a lot if these empty glasses are any evidence. But you're shocked that he's still standing, especially if he's drinking these concoctions that McChum is making.
And he's been
Oh.
eyeballing us before we came over.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yes, we are.
What's your deal?
Yeah. What is
what is your name?
deal?
My name
Enough
is
about us.
It's OJ. It's OJ Taro. Yes, I work nearby in the docks, and I come here every day to unwind. Tough job.
Good for you. Good for
Yes.
you.
Seems like a good place to you. You seem to know everybody here.
Well, I just recently started working here a few months back, and McChum and I have become fast friends. Isn't that right, McChum? And he's just like, he's like tired of this guy.
And wait, I always wondered this about Doc.
London Bridge is falling down.
How do you? You know what I want to do?
Yes.
Do you remember there was an episode of the Brady Bunch, which I did not watch heavily, but this one stuck in my mind.
I did, so please continue.
Okay. There's I think they hit a guy with their car. Not like he's on his.
So they threw the baseball and he turned his neck.
Yeah. So they don't believe that he's actually hurt his neck. So in court, I think it's in court, they like throw something.
They throw a book and the book hits the ground. He goes like this,
which he couldn't have done if his neck was really hurt.
really
Okay,
hurt.
so I want to do that on this guy to see how
drunk he is. Oh.
Okay.
Check.
So what do? You throw a book on the floor?
Yeah, reach into Fairuz's back. No, I want to spill. I want to like do the thing where I like spill something towards him and see how fast he's able to like recover the glass break. You know what I mean? I want to test his reflexes.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Interesting.
If he's shit faced, it'll be like,
Okay.
or something like that.
All right. So you're gonna physically drop a glass towards him.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm holding it. I'm standing over him. I haven't sat down, and I'll just be like, whoa, and like go to like drop this.
And he just grabs it out of midair.
Oh,
Whoa!
good catch.
Holy moly! Thank you.
My goodness.
Roger, you are cut off.
I have had a lot of tiger's feet, or whatever this is called.
Tiger's claw.
Yeah.
Oh, lucky me.
Thanks.
That was
Yeah, you
almost
saved most of it too.
a mess. Yes, that's good stuff. Did you spill? I'll buy you another one.
No, there's enough in here to keep me going.
My friend, you are too generous. Thank you so much.
I've got no one. So
We've taken enough of your time. Or would you like to join us? I'm not going to keep standing here. I need to sit down.
No. You keep to yourself. Thank you though for the offer.
Are you sure?
I wouldn't want to impose.
Please, it would be no imposition at all. You've just bought us all
We're visiting.
drinks.
We want to know people. Meet.
Nobody else in here seems quite as fun.
Troy,
Bread.
when the drinks arrive,
Yeah.
I would like to try a sleight of hand to switch his drink with my drink.
Okay, and your drink is not as alcoholic, or
Well,
it's
no, what I'm trying to see, or maybe I
If
switched
he's
to, I'm
actually
trying to
drinking
see
alcohol.
if he's drinking alcohol by switching the drinks around.
okay.
Yeah, but does he also have what looks like a tiger's paw with grenadine?
I can attempt to mix one of yours with his.
All right, so it looks like he's drinking whiskey. You give me the sleight of hand,
Okay.
and it's going to be against his spot hidden essentially, but it's unopposed because he's not looking. Oh, that's a good face.
It's not a good face.
Oh, that's a bad face.
Because I rolled triple zeros.
So that's a
And that's
100.
That's a 100.
It's a fumble.
That is a fumble.
Nora.
Oh my god!
I spilled
That's
my
your
drink on
third
him.
fumble.
I know.
I'll tell you what happens is, we're talking, and he just puts his hand on your wrist. What's going on, madam?
I am an engaged woman, sir.
I'm
And
not making a pass at you, madam. You're trying to do something with my drink.
Is this in full?
Me?
Yeah, this is like
Proximity
at
to
our
everyone?
table.
Yeah, it's dark in here, though, and there are seedy customers everywhere. You look at somebody the wrong way, you wouldn't be surprised if they stabbed you.
Yes.
Listen, I'm afraid we got off on the wrong foot here. See, I was so impressed by your drinking skills, and I wanted to know if you would accept my challenge to shots, 1 for 1.
And that's why you were grabbing my drink.
Yes.
Does this have anything to do with...
I'm sorry, this is an American custom.
He hasn't
This
let go
is-
of your wrist.
This
either.
isn't a totally an American thing for people's birthdays. We fuck with strangers. Sorry.
Yes, I'm sorry, that can translate.
Give me a deception roll. See how
Uh-oh.
far you can
Oh,
dig yourself
no.
into this hole.
Can I aid
He has
her?
not let go of your wrist.
What do I roll?
Deception's not a thing.
It's not. It's what do I roll here?
It could be fast talk or persuade.
Persuade,
It
maybe.
could be persuade or fast talk, yeah.
Oh
And
God,
It sounded kind of like a
that's
fast talk.
not good
Fast talking.
for me. Somebody want to jump in here because
Maybe.
I rolled a 44 over 10.
Yeah. May I? What were you attempting to convince him of?
She was trying to do a
She was,
drink
have a drinking
this is
contest?
just. Oh, it's a American custom.
I will try, if that's allowed.
Yeah, please.
Okay, that's also a failure.
Since I jumped in to talk while she was doing it, and I said,
Please, somebody.
Sure.
Birthday.
Yeah, this is a very tense moment here.
This is very tense, which is why I rolled a 2 under 66. Oh, wait. Do you want fast talk or persuade?
Either.
Okay. Well, if it was a 2 for fast talk, which is not great for a con man for some reason.
Your fast talk's always been rough.
It's always been shitty. But the fast talk was a 5, and I rolled a 2. So.
All right, so fail, barely succeed.
I mean, technically a hard success.
Technically a hard success.
A hard
It's half his
success.
value.
Yeah, it's fair. He lifts his hand. You know what? I think I'll keep to myself. Enjoy your night. And he just
A Sojay!
grabs his drink and moves down to the other end of the bar. Leaves it there, leaves some money, and walks out.
What happened there?
He was sober. I was lying.
We should be mad at him. We should have walked out on him for
Exactly.
lying about drinking.
And also, very forward with me.
Yeah, he touched the lady's hand.
Yes,
Very rude.
I was moments away from hurling
Yeah,
him.
where were you?
He was moments away from giving him a thrashing.
Well, it seemed
He's
to me as though you
very
wanted
lucky.
to talk your way out of it and continue your little spice deception. But if we wanted to continue cultivating that friendship, I didn't think it quite cricket to go smashing him through the window. As it is now.
McChum comes over. What was that all about?
Who's the devil? Who is that man? I ask you, McChum.
His name is Taro. I asked you, McChum. He,
McChum, be a chum. Listen, who is that? Is he a regular?
a new regular. Yeah, he's
New
been in here the past
This is a new regular.
couple months. He's here almost every night. But I had not seen him before.
He seems to be dressed like a workman of some sort. You know the project.
So he works at the docks.
Yes, I suppose so.
Have
He
you
does-
verified this, McChum?
I did not follow him to his
It's going to be real hard going for it.
Yes, of course,
Why
McChum.
is his name McChum in the book?
It's
Or did you-
McChum in the book.
Steady on, McChum. I think you've given us just enough to go on. I suppose you haven't followed him to his job, but maybe somebody bloody well should. If only because I think if he is aware of something he shouldn't be aware of, then one should know where he goes. And if he's not, if he's just a rake and a bounder who has laid hands on my fiancée, then someone ought to give him a bloody good thrashing. And Vaughn stands up and leaves to follow him.
Oh, he's really committed to the bit.
Should we follow? Is he going to?
Yeah, I just want to ask
Pummel
one.
that man
I want
in
to
the
ask.
streets.
I want to ask.
He's going to bubble that man in the
McChum.
street. Yes.
Do you know if this guy started showing up around the same time that Jack Brady stopped showing up?
I don't know. It's funny you mentioned Jack Brady, though, because he, when he first started coming in, inquired about Mr. Brady as well.
This guy, Taro did.
Yes, and I told him probably as much as I told you, and he never asked about it again, but he has been in ever since.
This guy was looking for Brady.
I'm going after
Waiting for
Vaughn,
him.
and he gets up and heads out after Vaughn.
Okay. Go outside into the night.
Catch on the flip, McChum.
Toodles.
You all go into the night.
Yeah, that's fine.
Red light district.
Okay.
Hey, Dr. Marion!
Dr. Marion!
Hey!
Hey, not right now.
It's Wacky Wednesday. It's
I'm
2
busy.
for 1.
I'm busy right now.
Yeah, when Vaughn popped his head out, like a pretty substantial amount of, not like an hour, but like just a minute or two passed. As I go out into the street, do I see Taro? As I whip my head back and forth trying to clock him?
Yeah, so you get out there first and you look, and it's not like a throng of people, but there's a lot of activity on the streets here and heavily shadowed. Obviously some light coming in, but there's just a lot going on. Give me a spot hidden.
Wait, did you call him Taro?
Yes, there was
That's
that
his last name.
Taro.
Oh, Taro. Okay, because I
Sojay
didn't know.
Sojay
I
Taro.
didn't know if he was giving different names. Okay, Sojay Taro.
The Sojay Taro, yeah.
That is a regular success.
Regular success.
67 under 78.
All right, so you get out there, heart maybe pounding a little bit, and you look and you see that close crop back black hair, and it looks like it turns a corner up ahead, just past one of these flower girl houses.
I try to maintain pursuit and not lose him, so I weave through the crowd, fending off the advances coming hard and fast.
Oh yeah, I mean they are.
And
Hey, you know Dr. Marion?
I you Dr. Mary's friend.
put in a good word for me. And
Put in a good word.
I if I come to that corner, I will kind of cautiously peek around it to see if I can spot him.
All right, you look around the corner, and it's not quite an alleyway, not quite a street, somewhere in between. And it goes up maybe 50 feet or so, and then it turns to the right, turns to the left, and continues on. But it looks like it continues on like right towards the water. You get up there, the rest of you get out. Give me as long as one of you succeeds on a spot hidden, I'll say you can see where Vaughn is going. If not, you lose Vaughn.
He shouldn't be walking around here by himself.
I failed.
Not a very good idea.
65 under 80.
Rolled a 99.
Under.
Over.
Excuse me. If it's
45, yeah. So
that's a fumble. All right, so I'm going to say, what did you roll, Carter?
48 over 20-something, so it was a regular failure.
Regular failure. All right, so let's interpret this. I'm going to say you trip and fall. You don't take any...
we've established rather clumsy fellow.
Right, he just boom.
God damn it.
Shred in the mud. All the girls laugh. They laugh at you as you go like face down in a mud puddle, and you see just like, that's got to be Vaughn just slipped into what looks like an alleyway or a small street. Vaughn, we come back to you. You walk towards this intersection, and just when you get to the turn point, you hear the cocking of a gun. Don't turn around.
Turn around?
Don't turn around.
Don't worry, old man. I wouldn't dream of it.
He presses the butt of the gun up against your back. What do you know about Jack Brady?
I think I know nearly the same amount as you, old boy. Seems as though you are asking about him yourself, what?
Why do you want him?
Just something to talk over, old man.
And then Feyruz, I would assume you and eventually the others coming around, he hears that.
Combine time?
Yeah, and he starts to turn. You notice that he's let up a little pressure on your back. Do you do anything?
I whip around and try to get control of the gun.
Yes.
All right, didn't think we'd be rolling these dice, but all right, so go ahead and give me, what is your dex? Oh my God, we're getting into it.
This is playing with so much fire.
That's why, oh my God, so funny.
God, this Vaughn could die right now.
Feyruz needs to stop talking to men at bars.
Yeah, Feyruz turns the corner and just hears,
Pop! For her.
We'll see you next week.
Don't you dare.
Whoop-bam! All right, so I'm going to see in terms of, all right, so what is your dexterity?
40.
Okay. His is higher.
Yep.
So
he shoots me.
So you try to grab the gun. That's what your intention is, right?
Yeah.
And he is
distracted.
He's going to try and get into a better position so that he can have the gun on both of you guys. So he is going to attempt to push you down to the ground so that he has the upper hand. Do you want to try and fight back to grab the gun, like a maneuver to try and grab the gun?
Yes.
Or do you, because it doesn't seem like he's shooting you so much as putting you in a weak position.
Okay. He's almost trying to kind of roll out of the way and get me almost like hostage, right. Easy style.
Right, because right now he has his back to someone coming this way. He wants to get you down on the ground so that you're in a weak position so that he can hold you hostage. So go ahead and give me a brawl roll. You're trying to fight back by taking the gun.
I don't like the look of that face. That is a failed brawl roll, a 66 over 55.
Okay.
Spend luck.
You can spend luck on a combat roll.
I'll spend it.
To turn it into a regular success?
That's right.
He failed.
God.
So in the attempt to push you, you grab the gun, and now you have the gun.
Great.
Tell us what you know about Jack Brady.
I think, okay, so maybe I can say...
Dude had a 90 dex!
Yes, he's doing that super elegantly, but maybe it's so cramped in here, he kind of stumbled, because this is a lucky break. Something throws off his balance in such a way that I can suddenly grab it. Do I have full control of the gun?
Yeah, it's in your hand.
So easy, old boy.
Can we
And now
here?
you guys come, and you're surrounding him. He's got the gun trained on Asoje Taro, and the three of you come up, Marion covered in mud.
Whoa. What did we miss?
Vaughn.
Jesus.
Where did you get that?
I got it out of his hand, old man. I was just trying to see where our friend Mr. Taro was headed, and he was laying in wait here to play the highwayman.
Not
But
cool.
it seems as though he's acquainted with Mr. Brady as well.
What?
So I think that perhaps, now that cooler heads can prevail, we can continue our conversation, and I will uncock the pistol now that we've got him surrounded.
Are you friends with Brady?
No.
Be honest.
Sir, we are not.
Are you enemies of his?
Maybe?
Okay.
We need information from him more than anything.
Well, I believe Jack Brady is involved in something shady. Possibly even the development of a powerful and deadly new weapon.
Would this weapon, perchance, be using machine parts of highly intricate nature?
I'm not sure. I know he has some connection to a fanatic militia. They are training in an empty warehouse on the south side of the river.
Who are you?
I am a Japanese naval officer. I've been undercover here, coming to the Stumbling Tiger, along with a few other locations where evidently Brady was last seen in the hopes of tracking him down. There are private militia all over China, and Brady seems to have got tied up with one of them. He's training these soldiers for something.
Sort of a bad track record, old man, with elite sects of sorts, break-off organizations, fanatics. I'm wondering if you happen to know if this particular band of rabble-rousers goes by any particular name. Is this militia known by any sort of call sign by which they know one another?
I only know the leader of the group. I don't know what they call themselves. I'm sure they have some fun name like the Green Gang or one of these other upstart groups.
Well, who's the leader?
His name is Chu Min. I've watched him plenty. Unlike Brady, this Min visits the autumn morning tea house every day. I haven't been able to figure out why.
You've never been inside this tea house to see his dealings there?
I did not want to get too close. But I know Brady is connected somehow. Anyone who's anyone has guards or some sort of henchmen that they use. And most of these private armies in the city are intent on murdering each other. I despise the decadence that allows such disorderly conduct. But what Brady is tied up in is something much darker. He is training a militia for something, and I'm out to stop it.
Are you aware that Jack Brady is legally dead?
What do you mean?
He was pronounced dead from an expedition.
And therein lies our interest, old boy. Is that this Jack Brady who's currently training a group of fanatic militiamen just to the south of you is also declared dead and buried, rent into 1,000 pieces in Africa.
He is also connected to an organization that is shipping strange components, one to this very city.
This must be
And if you've pumped McChum for information with the alacrity that we have, if you've been a chum pumper like us,
That is the episode title.
then you
Chum pumper.
Chum Pumper.
then you probably know that Brady is right now off practicing some sort of gun deal.
I don't think that's true.
Oh no!
No.
Are you saying that Chum gave me bad intel?
Yes, because he gave me the same intel and I followed up on it. This connection that he mentioned, Charlie Gray, I spoke with him via telegraph, and he seemed to confirm that Brady was mixed up in some sort of gun dealings, but the stories did not match up. I think McChum knows more than he's letting on, but I'm biding my time because I feel as if Brady, if he's going to make himself known again, he will return to that bar.
Oh, well. Then I suppose we better keep eyes on it.
Can I have my gun back?
Yes, but can we get some of these somewhere?
You want weapons?
I think, well, the enemy of my enemy, as they say proverbially, is sometimes my friend.
Yes.
Perhaps we could help each other with information.
Yes. If you could disarm me so easily, clearly you are skilled.
Oh, you don't know the half of it, brother.
Your muddy friend here.
His skill level is yet to be determined.
Is this a revolver?
Yeah.
I flip the barrel open, shake out the bullets. I'll just be hanging on to these, old man. Security, you understand?
Of course. I have more bullets.
Well, we seem to have more people, old man, at least for now. But I should like to cooperate, since it seems as though our interests are, for the moment, rather aligned, and you've been most helpful. Though granted at the peril of your peace.
And you're a naval officer. You have no connection to the police force.
No.
And you are doing this on orders from Japan.
Yes.
And you're working alone?
Yes.
What are you trying to stop?
Well, we fear that this weapon is being assembled by Comintern advisors to the local communists to use either against the Chinese government or worse, against foreign powers, including my country, or perhaps yours. We do not know, but that is my job to figure it out. It seems as if our purposes may be somewhat aligned.
And this McChum, the information he gave you, it led nowhere.
Yes, I feel as if McChum is
in on it,
lying.
Do you
Either
think
to protect himself or to protect Brady.
Do you think he was protecting Brady, or do you think he was just taking a bribe, or has he not taken any bribes?
Given him plenty of bribes.
Is he just pocketing money because he's making money, or do you
Have you followed him?
He seems like a man that knows many things. I have followed him. He leaves the bar, he goes to his humble home. Sometimes he stops at the flower girl houses. I've never followed him in there.
No. Who would go into such an establishment?
I just go back to my hotel.
Yes, of course.
She's eyeballing both him and
Never.
and Marion.
Why would I go? Why would I go there?
They're both saying like the same.
We keep looking around.
Definitely didn't go to the one on 14th Street.
Yes.
Disgraceful.
Yes. I just go to my hotel room.
All right.
Turn on basic cable.
I can't say we're all totally aligned with your government's interests, old man, but this Brady character is taking on a most unsavory pallor to my eye.
Yes.
If he comes back to the Stumbling Tiger, you're there to put eyes on him?
Yes, I'll be there every night. I do feel as if he will return, but in the meantime, perhaps you look into this Chu Min. See if you see something that I don't. 8 eyes are better than 2.
Yes, and our eyes would be under considerably more protection if we were going about armed. So perhaps our first little article of good faith can be your procuring us some of that firepower you're so quick to employ.
You know what you are asking of me.
Yes.
Should those be used in an unsavory manner?
Well, if you get them in an illicit manner, then there's nothing tying it back to you. That's not like we're not asking you to write to your government and give us government-sanctioned weaponry. Just you got to know where we can get it.
It's not an official requisition.
We're asking you to do a favor for someone that didn't just shoot you for pulling a gun on him.
Yes. In the French concession, there is a tea house called the Lucky Fortune. The bartender there goes by the name of McChub. I don't know. He's also a McChub.
McPal.
Jim.
McPal.
McBuddy.
McFriend.
Lucky Fortune. Yes.
There's a bartender there by the name of Zhang. He is with us. You can leave a message with him to get to me. I will take into consideration what you have requested. Perhaps if you find out more information, I will be more willing to provide you with what you ask.
Yes. Share and share alike, old man.
Yes.
We go poking about, we'll offer what we have, and if Brady shows up once more, darkening the door of the Stumbling Tiger, we wish to know of it.
Very good. You have made a powerful ally. I hope I have made the same.
And where is it that we can find you when needed?
Just leave a message with the lucky fortune. I will find you.
This is exciting. Every person, any person of authority that we've worked with in the past has always come out on top. It's always been great.
Yeah.
Military, police, always on the up and up.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they always survive.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
I'm gonna walk back where those flower houses are to definitely not go into them.
And definitely not ask for Susie.
No. Why would I ask for her? She doesn't work. Sojay Taro, covert naval officer, walks down the alleyway
Just like that.
into the night.
Like a
Totally
marionette.
reminds me of a covert naval officer.
Just Team Americaning it across
You just hear,
Mr. Taro! And you are left there in this alleyway. First night in China, April Fool's Day. Perhaps you've made a couple new friends.
Yeah, powerful friends.
And we'll see you next week.
Oh, is it time?
What you think, chum pumpers?
I honestly thought that was a name you just fucking pulled out of your ass. And it's written in this book
Big chum.
for 30 years. Big Chum has existed.
Oh, boy.